Remember when you could buy 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM for like $90? Yeah, those days are gone. That same kit now costs $400. Some kits are selling for over $500. One popular memory kit went from $87 in early 2025 to $399 by December. That's a 358% increase in less than a year. Think of it like this. You used to be able to buy a bunch of bananas for $3. Now that same bunch costs $14. And next month, probably $20. And the grocery store removed the price tags because bananas are now so expensive they're pricing them like gold. And it's not just expensive, it's scarce. Some retailers have stopped listing prices entirely and moved to spot pricing, where you have to ask what RAM costs that day, like you're buying gold or oil futures. Micro Center literally removed price tags from memory kits in some locations. Welcome to the RAM crisis of 2025. And it's about to get way worse. Here's what happened. AI ate your RAM. And one of the biggest RAM manufacturers just announced they're abandoning consumers entirely to focus on feeding AI data centers. Let's break down how we got here and why your next PC build is going to cost significantly more than you planned. The Micron bombshell. On December 3rd, 2025, Micron Technology, the third largest memory manufacturer and the only major US-based RAM producer, dropped a bomb. They're completely exiting the consumer memory market. Micron's consumer brand, Crucial, has been selling RAM and SSDs to PC builders for 29 years. If you've built a PC, you've probably used Crucial memory. Not anymore. Micron stopped shipping Crucial products by February 2026. No more Crucial RAM, no more Crucial SSDs. Imagine there are 3 major banana farms in the world. One of them just announced, we're no longer selling bananas to grocery stores. From now on, we only sell to banana smoothie factories because they pay us 10 times more per banana. That's what Micron just did. Why? Micron's statement, the AI-driven growth in the data center has led to a surge in demand for memory and storage. Micron has made the difficult decision to exit the Crucial consumer business to improve supply and support for larger, strategic consumers in faster-growing segments. Translation, AI companies pay way more for RAM than you will, so we're abandoning consumers to sell exclusively to data centers. That's roughly 25% of the world's DRAM production now fully devoted to enterprise. And Micron isn't alone. The HBM problem. There are different types of RAM. The DDR5 in your PC is commodity DRAM, but AI accelerators, the GPUs powering ChatGPT and every AI system, use high bandwidth memory, or HBM. HBM is RAM on steroids. It's stacked memory providing massive bandwidth. And here's the kicker, HBM uses 3 times as much wafer space as DDR5 to produce the same amount of memory. Here's the banana version. A banana farm has limited land. They can grow regular bananas selling for $1 each, or premium AI bananas selling for $10 each, but taking up 3 times as much space. The premium buyers will buy literally every banana the farm can produce and pay upfront for the next 5 years. What would you do? Obviously, stop growing regular bananas and grow only premium AI bananas. That's exactly what's happening with RAM. Every wafer devoted to HBM is 3 wafers worth of DDR5 they're not making. Companies are converting everything to HBM because the profit margins are insane. Micron CEO, the ramp of HBM production will constrain supply growth in non-HBM products. Samsung and SK Hynix, controlling 70% of global DRAM, are doing the same, shifting to HBM and cutting back on consumer DDR5. SK Hynix announced $540 billion to build 4 new fabs. More factories means more RAM? Wrong. Those factories are for HBM and enterprise memory. The first starts production in 2027, making memory for AI data centers, not gaming PCs. The numbers are insane. DRAM contract prices increased 171% year over year as of Q3 2025. That's higher than gold. RAM is literally outpacing gold as an investment. If bananas increased at the same rate as RAM, your $3 bunch would now cost $8.13. Except RAM went up even more in some cases. By December 2025, Samsung raised DDR5 prices by 100% in a single month. Some manufacturers reported 80 to 100% month-over-month increases. CyberPower PC announced the memory prices surged 500%. A PC with 16 GB RAM and 1 TB SSD now costs $80 more. A system with 32 gigabytes RAM and 2 terabyte SSD costs $160 more. Framework raised DDR5 upgrade prices by 50% and warned of further increases. Retailers are panic buying. Some stores limit RAM purchases to prevent scalping. On eBay, high-end kits sell for over $2,000. It's like grocery stores limiting you to 2 bunches of bananas because people are buying pallets to resell on eBay for $50 a bunch. Dell is preparing laptop price hikes up to 30%. Why AI needs so much RAM? Every time you use ChatGPT, it's running on servers with massive amounts of RAM. Training AI models requires even more. GPT-3 training consumed hundreds of gigabytes. GPT-4 requires terabytes. Think of it like this. You can make a small banana smoothie with 2 bananas, but AI is trying to make a banana smoothie the size of a swimming pool, and they need thousands of swimming pool-sized banana smoothies daily. They need all the bananas. Every tech company is building AI data centers. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, OpenAI, Anthropic, all racing to build bigger AI infrastructure. OpenAI's Stargate project signed deals for up to 900,000 wafers of DRAM monthly. That's one project consuming more memory than entire countries. The HBM market is projected to hit $100 billion by 2028. GPU revenue will expand from $100 billion in 2024 to $215 billion by 2030. Each GPU requires substantial memory. NVIDIA's H200 uses 288 gigabytes of HBM per chip. Memory manufacturers made a business decision. Selling to AI companies is way more profitable than selling to PC gamers. When will it get better? Short answer, not soon. Micron can only meet half to 2/3 of demand even after shutting down consumer sales. Analysts predict the shortage lasts until late 2027 or 2028. Some say 2029. In banana terms, the farms can't grow enough premium AI bananas even after stopping regular production. Building new farms takes 4 years. If you want regular bananas soon, you're out of luck. Farms are booked making premium bananas until 2028. Building memory fabs takes 3 to 4 years. Micron is building facilities in Idaho, starts in mid-2027, and New York around 2030. Even then, those fabs are for HBM and enterprise, not consumer DDR5. Samsung is planning HBM4 mass production while phasing out DDR4. SK Hynix sold out its entire 2026 capacity. TrendForce predicts conventional DRAM prices will rise 45 to 50% quarterly. The broader impact. This isn't just about expensive RAM for PC builders. Smartphones are staying at 4 gigabytes of RAM for entry-level models, the same as 10 years ago. Microsoft wanted 16 gigabytes as standard for Windows 11 PCs. Not happening. 8 gigabytes remains entry-level. Game developers are changing plans. Larian Studios said they're optimizing their next game for limited RAM because they can't assume players will have high-end systems. Next-gen consoles might face delays or price increases. Microsoft already raised Xbox prices twice in 2025. SSDs are going up too. NAND flash prices surged 100%. What can you do? If you're building or upgrading a PC, buy now or wait until 2028. Prices peak Q2 2026. DDR5 64GB kits could double in price. Consumer 32GB kits could exceed $500. Building a gaming PC in the next 6 months? Buy RAM immediately. It's like knowing bananas will cost $25 a bunch next year. You'd stock up now while they're $14, right? Same with RAM. Buy now or pay insane prices later. Black Friday 2025 had almost no DDR5 deals. Sales were just pricing back to a month earlier. If you can wait until late 2027 or 2028 when new fab capacity comes online. The bottom line, AI companies need massive amounts of memory. Memory manufacturers make way more money selling to AI companies than consumers, so they're abandoning the consumer market. Micron is the first to publicly exit, but Samsung and SK Hynix are quietly doing the same by shifting production to enterprise. Result? RAM prices increased 171 to 500% depending on what you're buying, and they'll keep climbing through 2026. This is the worst memory shortage since the early 2000s. Except this time it's not price fixing, it's just economics. AI pays more, so consumers lose. Welcome to the future, where your gaming PC RAM costs more than your graphics card, and your laptop costs $300 extra because memory manufacturers would rather sell to OpenAI than to you. The AI revolution is here, and it's eating your RAM budget.